All right, today we are going to create a organic shape sculpture made out of paper. And we're going to use sort of topographical maps as our inspiration. So you're going to have a small piece of cardboard, and you can cut this into a small piece. It doesn't have to be too big to start with. You're going to put that on your color that you're starting with, and I want you to draw a shape that's kind of interesting and organic and not too small. So something interesting. And try to make it kind of in the corner of your paper, so you might be able to use the other parts of your paper when you have extra, or someone else can share that paper at your table. Get that paper cut out and do a careful job cutting around that shape of your organic shape. Once you have that cut out, you're going to glue that piece. Well, actually, before you do that, you're going to get your second color, and I'm using orange. So I'm going to put that on top of my orange, and I'm just going to trace around it carefully, just making it a slightly bigger than it was before. So I don't want to make this part come out like this. You can see how that's a lot bigger. I want to make it just a little bit bigger than the shape I just cut. Okay? Once you have that done, then you're going to cut that shape out carefully. And now I've got this shape cut out, but I want to have there to be some space in between. And I don't really like the pencil lines, so I'm going to flip this over so I don't see the pencil lines. And now I'm going to use a little teeny bit of glue, and I'm going to glue this cardboard piece to my bottom part and a little bit of glue on the top. And then I'm going to position that first piece that I did right on top so that there's a little bit of a gap between. It creates a little bit of a sense of space. You can kind of see that looks pretty interesting. Now I'm going to go to my next color, and I'm going to use yellow. I'm kind of making mine sort of a rainbow style. I'm going to gently push it down because that glue's not dried, and if I push it down too hard, it'll move around. I'm going to slowly trace slightly bigger, not too much bigger. I can probably just leave that and not have to hold it. Notice how I'm going very slowly around, and you know what? I probably will see that pencil line if I don't cut it off. So I'm going to cut this out now. All right, so I cut that off, and I tried to get all the pencil line cut off, but if I didn't, just take your eraser and erase that so you don't see it. The pencil line's not as pretty as just the color paper. So now I've got to get another piece of cardboard, making sure that I don't see it. If I have this paper like that and I see the cardboard, I'm going to want to cut that cardboard so it's a little bit smaller. I don't want to see the cardboard sticking out like that. I don't want to have any of that cardboard showing. And I'm going to put some glue down. Put your cardboard piece on the middle there. Put some more glue. And then you're going to keep working with your colors until your paper gets a lot bigger than just a small blob. And make sure that you have kind of adjusted these. Sometimes as you keep working, those pieces will move until they completely dry. The glue is a little bit liquid still. At the end of class, we'll want to write our name on the back of them so we can keep them for later if we need to keep working on them. All these extra little scrap papers, if they're usable, like these have some spaces that someone might be able to draw a shape on, we'll put those in a box and we'll put all of our supplies away. Okay, I wanted to show you this. When your shape gets bigger, you're going to need to have supports for the cardboard that are kind of spread out a little bit. So now I've put 3 small cardboard pieces for my indigo color, putting my glue on the bottom and the top, and then this piece, gotta make sure I know where it's supposed to go, will have supports so it's not flat on the edges because it's getting a little bit larger, so it's gonna need those supports underneath, and you can see it's looking really cool from the side too. Probably could put a little support underneath this little peninsula I made. And then I have one more, and I might be done. I might repeat my pattern. Maybe I wanna use some black and white. So we're gonna kind of talk about that, but make sure that you, when you're using these papers, you kind of use the sides of them. So if someone else wants to use those, they can.